I'm Jay from Cop Tool. I'm here with Morgan from Milwaukee. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So we saw some of these products at the New Product Symposium. Now that we're a little closer to launch, can you just tell us a little bit more about each one and where Milwaukee's headed with all the plumbing stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been about a year now since we launched our first drain cleaning tool, the M12 Drain Snake. And that got us into a category that we feel has a lot of opportunity to create cordless options for.
Sure.
Back in March, we launched our M12 Trap Snake, focusing on toilets and urinals. And today, you're going to see a little bit more from the drain cleaning category from Milwaukee that are going to launch this November.
Okay.
When we launch these products in November, we're actually going to have a solution for all drain clogs inside a building, all the way up to 4-inch lines. So the first product we have here is the M12 Air Snake. This is going to be a tool that users are going to want to use as that first line of defense.
Sure.
Reason being here is now you're going to be able to work above sinks and not have to remove fixtures by using powered air. So this is a cable-free machine. So rather than having to feed a cable, the air is going to actually force a shock wave through the water, which is going to allow it to clear clogs past vent stacks and T's up to 35 feet in a 3-inch line. But you're also going to have the control on this tool so that you don't have to worry about blowing out delicate pipes. You actually can control your PSI all the way down to 5 PSI.
And then you got a plunger attachment for that?
Yep, so we'll have 4 different attachments from 1-inch up to 4-inch, and then this here will be our universal drain shroud, and that will allow people to use it on fixed stoppers on bathtubs and other drain covers that won't be able to be removed. And then we'll also have a toilet attachment as well.
Okay. Price point on this?
This product's going to range from the low 300s up to around $400.
Okay. And then this one, I think this is probably what people are most excited about.
Absolutely.
We've seen the most interest on. So can you go into a little more on this one?
Sure, yeah. So like you said, this one's really creating a lot of buzz. And when we designed this product, we were going after 2 product categories that both had some unmet needs, and that was sectional machines and drum machines. A sectional machine, it's a little bit lighter weight, but you've got to haul up a lot of cables, whether you're going upstairs or going onto a ladder. A drum machine's going to carry a lot of weight onto it. So what we've done here is made this product very modular in the fact that you can actually separate the drum from the machine itself to make it a little bit easier to carry on and off a job, but also be able to switch between cable sizes. So this will have a 5/16 75-foot cable, a 3/8 50-foot cable, a 1/2-inch 50-foot cable, and a 5/8 open wind 50-foot cable.
So I could buy 3 or 4 multiple different drums, leave those in my truck, have this one unit, and then say, oh, for this one I'll need 3/8 and this one I'll need 5/8.
Absolutely. So this is going to allow you to actually make sure you're selecting the right cable for the job. But not only that, you're actually going to be able to reach out to 100 feet. And the way that's going to work is once you fit out your first 50 feet, you're going to disconnect your cable. You're going to grab your second drum, drop it into the machine, connect it, and now you'll have that additional 50 feet for any of your longer runs, typically 3 to 4-inch pipe.
Okay. And you were saying that the pigtail will go out 3 feet, right?
Yeah, so we've got what we call an anchor cable, and that's going to make sure that the inner drum is held onto that cable, and that's what you're going to disconnect. So we'll have this pin key on the front here that's going to allow you to disconnect from your anchor, and then you're going to take your second drum, put that in, and then connect to that cable that's been already been put in the line.
So it'll be real easy. It's not going to be fishing it out of anything.
Absolutely. We're talking a few-minute swap-out process here.
Cool. So obviously it's cordless. What do you think runtime, what would a 5-amp get me?
So from some of the research that we've seen today when going out on jobs, you're going to get at least a half a day's worth of work, if not a full day. And that's always going to depend on the pipe diameter you're going in, how long you're feeding it out, how many times you're feeding it. But from a lot of the research that we've done, we feel that you're going to get at least a half days, if not a full day. I would say at least 2 to 3 jobs on one charge.
And you could always do a 9-amp.
Yep, this will take any of the M18 batteries, just like any of our M18 cordless products.
So, and price points, obviously, you got a lot of different options,
Absolutely.
Cables, and so where's the price range?
So the kits are going to range everywhere from right around $1,000 up to $1,400, in between there. And what's going to drive that is the cable diameters you're going to select with. We'll also have an option for you to get the drum with a battery and a charger, but no cable. So if you're looking to kind of select which one you want, or maybe just have a second machine, there will be a lower price point option for that as well. And then this drum here will be an accessory, so that if you do want to get a second drum but not have to have a second unit, you're able to purchase that as well.
Sure. So, and then your cables, we did another video on those. I think got some information there from
For sure.
The new product symposium, but they will work in other people's machines and other people's cables work in your machines?
Absolutely. So all the Milwaukee cables are going to work in our competitors' machines, as well as our competitors' cables will work in ours.
Okay.
On the cable side, where you will see a difference is our coupling cables that have swappable heads. Those heads are going to be proprietary to Milwaukee's cables, because we're using that smallest diameter connection point, which is going to give better swapping out of the heads, but also better maneuverability.
Cool. And then on this unit, so this, we've used the M12.
For sure.
We got another video on that where we're actually doing some work with it. But so I think that the big thing was the auto feed. It was more of a manual tool.
Right.
This one kind of is kind of the big brother, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So when we came out with the M12 Drain Snake, we had two goals in mind. One, we wanted to make sure we offered a lightweight solution for those applications at waist level or above. And two, we wanted to make sure that the drum was enclosed enough that it was going to protect the user, the fixture, and contain that mess, and be able to go off and on a job much quicker. With the M18 fuel Drain Snake with cable drive, we had those same features in mind, but we took it a step further. So the drum is now completely enclosed, so you're not going to have to worry about any leaking within the drum. But to your point, we really changed the way the cable drive works, and now it's as simple as putting the tool into feeding mode and then using it like you would a drill, and that you'd switch back and forth that switch. What that does is it separates it from that locking mechanism, so you don't have to ever worry about retracting the cable and possibly locking it at the same time, which is a constant fear today. And
so what kind of length cables can this unit take?
So this one will have three diameters that it'll take: 1/4 inch, 5/16, and 3/8. And the capacity as far as distance will be 50 feet for a 1/4 inch and a 5/16, and 35 feet on our 3/8 cable.
Okay. So this is completely enclosed now.
Yep.
Do I have to take this whole thing apart to switch the cable?
Nope. So what you'll do is you're going to drop the feed mechanisms into neutral. And what that will allow is two things. One, now you can feed it by hand. Or two, it's an easy way to just pull the cable completely out. Once you hit that end of life bulb on the end that lets you know that you're at 3 feet left of cable, you're going to yank it out, and now you're able to put in a new cable. When it comes to draining this tool, because it's going to come with a bucket if you purchase a kit, it's going to drop in and it's going to let the tool drain itself out. But we do have 4 screws around it if there's any buildup that does happen to get in there that you want to be able to clean out.
Okay. So I mean, again, I know that it's probably a lot of variation on prices because there's different cables and things. But what's the base unit with nothing, and then where does it go to?
So the bare tool is going to be in the high 300s, so very similar to what a corded handheld unit is today with feeding mechanism. And then we'll have 2 kit options that will have different cable variations and battery types, which will range from that mid 400s to low 600 range.
Okay. Well, good. So we have some other videos where we actually got to use a little bit of this, or had your guys demo it.
For sure.
Just where's Milwaukee headed? Are we going to see more stuff coming in the plumbing?
This is a really exciting category for us, Jay, and we'll kind of see how everything rolls out. But I think what this is going to show you is when Milwaukee gets into a category, we make sure that we're going to offer all the solutions. So right now we're focused on what we have today, but with the technology the way it is with our company, there's no saying what else we might get into down the road.
Great. Of course, that's only half the story. For the rest, check out coptool.com. Thanks so much for
Thank you.
joining me.
Appreciate
it. So this stuff is coming out November, right?
Yep, early November we'll be shipping.
Okay, awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.